This morning, coming to you live on the beautiful day of Tuesday, November 20th, 2018 at 0700 hours, 0700 hours and 43 minutes. It's going to be real quick. And I just wanted to state this. And sometimes I have to do this with myself a lot. I have to ask myself, am I really a part of this? What am I truly a part of? And really, I was saying that because the Spirit spoke to me. The Spirit told me to stop. Spirit said, stop doing what you're doing. And I was like, okay. And I said to sit back for a minute. Like, why would the Spirit say that to me? When I know what the Spirit is talking about, I am digesting and intaking. I'm seeing it. I'm using my eye gate and my ear gates. The ways in. The only way it can get to me. The things that's going on in the world, social media, and my personal, my area around me, my environment, my atmosphere, and then within myself. Just focus on those things. Because remember, it's all about focus. Because you know your purpose, mission, and position. I love people, but don't take on what people do. Because what they love is totally different. How they view is totally different. It's okay to have difference of opinions, perspectives. I rarely use the word agree and disagree. To agree, we have to actually, like, if you saying I'm walking down the road, and I don't say road, I say path, or I got a destination, that is similar. But if you're saying you're going down the road, and I'm like, I'm standing, I'm not even going down the road. I'm nowhere near the road. Why would I? That's not agreeing with the person. And see, that sounds silly to some people. Because agreeing is to put two similar or the same matters together and say that's what it is. This is what it is. And I'm learning people are not doing that. People are not putting things together and saying this is what it is. They're choosing to align so the connection is not even the same. We don't even have the same connection. So how are we agreeing, and how are we agreeing to disagree? First, we have to actually agree on what we're even saying. And I'm finding that as a pattern. People are no longer sticking to the subject or topic. So I'm allowing all my energies to be worked up for no reason, while these other people think they just made a great reason. So as they live about their day and their life, they will say, I made a great stand for me being a woman, for me being a man, or me being the person I am. I made a, and I'm, and truly in the inside, it didn't make a stand. All they did was just use their own. They didn't even take the time out to understand. They just wanted to be understood. So I have to learn, for me being her, I don't have to. I don't have to gravitate. I don't have, because what that's doing is causing me to not even have a focus. I'm not even focused on what I'm supposed to be focused on. I'm not supposed to be worried about a wife. I'm not supposed to be on my job thinking about watching them, like, listen, like their gossip is their gossip. That's their spells. That's their curses they're going to have. They're bringing curses on the job. They're going to bring sins. They're going to bring iniquities that they created. I didn't create this. And that's another thing. We're living in a world where none of us created this. My mother pain is predicated on what she's been through. Guess who I live with my whole life? My mother. I cannot take my mother pain and use it for my relationships. And that's what we have done. Just because history's done. But we only want to use it when it see fit. I say the reason I don't like this and that, because this is what you did to me, and this is how you are as a society is treating me. Not what happened 266 years ago, 400 years ago, 50 years ago. I've been on this earth only 36 years. I only can go by 36 years of my life. I take an account of history. When people talk to me, I was like, you have no understanding of yourself. And then that's when I learned, now I have to draw the line between me and that person. I am very understanding of who I am, But I'm going to understand a lot of people is not very understanding for who they are. Just listen to that. You can understand you, but a lot of people is not going to understand who they are. They don't know themselves. So it's a losing battle when you're constantly trying to get people to understand you. Stop. And that's what I have to be now. I have to stop in my tracks to say no longer will I allow he or she to take their plights, their lives, their lifestyles and become mine. I don't know what the next man do. I don't know what the next man did because I didn't live with him. Right now, I woke up. I went to bed by myself. I went to sleep by myself, and I woke up by myself. And then wake up with people around me. So everything I do is my accountability, is my responsibility, is my action to make sure. And I had to think about this. I dislike the word blessing, but I am blessed in a sense of I know I am okay. I am good. I woke up, not because I woke up, because how I woke up. I take an account of there's people out there that don't have no place to live. They try their hardest, and we and I forgot that. I started when I start allowing people that don't care about people start influencing me. So when someone tell you to go away from who you are, that's when you should stop listening to them. Because they'll say, try this, but don't never lose yourself. Remember your first, I hate the cliche, but it's so true. Your first love. What did you first love? When you first loved, you were so into it. But now that you are an adult, you stop loving. And another thing we did, we stopped loving, and this is not no, it's not biblically written. This is not in some form of fashion of religion. Don't forget where you came from. Everybody, when they make money, they move out of their they surrounding neighbors. Why? Because they want to live a better life, quote unquote, better, right? But what makes it better? Is it your surroundings or is it you changed and found out and changed who you are or you found out who you were? Because your change was when you changed, you found out who you was. Now who you were, that's gone in the past. You might need to recollect on some of those things in the past. That's why you don't forget your first love. That's why you work on yourself daily. That's why, as I spoke about suicide and hurting myself, want to have random sex and other things in life, want to join organizations and be affiliated to certain people, certain things that don't work for me. I was able to, what's the word? To keep it away. Like I was able to conquer who I was. You can't conquer me because I'm already free. You can't hold me captive because I've been delivered. You no longer can take me away from who I am. I am. I am truth. I am resolve resolution. I am success. And in the other words, I'm not going to speak those words because I'm no longer those words. Those words are not no longer a stronghold to me. Those words are not a curse to me, and those words are not a spell. And I'm no longer in a trance. I'm not here just to follow. I'm here to be who I am because that's who the Creator made me as. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely and remember your focus. You have a purpose, mission, and position. I'm 36. I found out mine three years ago. And when I found out my purpose, mission, and position and my focus, I was homeless. I started understanding things I had to do. I was like, I would never be homeless again. And then some quick examples. I have all these skills now. When I was working with people, I didn't have a license or a degree. They wanted me to just help because I'm a good helper. I was learning how to paint. I was learning how to do roofing. I was learning construction, how to build a building. How like if you're not going to knock down the whole building, how to I insulate the building, how to build a new structure without destroying the other one, then knocking down, then rebuilding it, and allowing the other structures to work together. Ooh, that's a powerful one. Allowing the structures to work together because they're working for the good. They're working for the better. They're working for each other. And that's another resolve revolution. That's a revolution as well. We have not allowed our structure to work together. So man and woman, so our nationality, ethnicity, we have not allowed. I know I talk about this a lot because this is in me, because I see it. We have not allowed our structures, our design, our blueprint, our truths, our all truths to work together. If a woman have a hard time lifting a heavy object that's over 60, 70, 80 pounds, there should be a man around to help her, especially if that object is needed to build a home. See, a home is incomplete without a man. A home is incomplete without a woman. So the womb is incomplete without somebody here to support and to provide. But it takes both sides to do this. It don't take one side. One side cannot never be at fault. I know I talk about this a lot, but this is the truth. So stop allowing things that you know is not the truth, that don't hold no merits in your life, that is not uplifting you, that's not exalting you. You can't expound on. If you cut off, is only one avenue. That means you just stop going that direction. And that's what the Spirit keeps telling me. Stop going this direction. There is no avenue to be better. If they only want to keep saying, I am to blame, it's the fault of a man, it's this person, it's that person. Well, I have nothing to do with it. I'm not going to hold myself accountable. You got to stop. You got to go around, go the other direction, and be like, well, find your path. Find your journey where you know when you go down the road, you're like, oh, it's a block off. But I knew at home before I left my house that this part of the road is going to be blocked off. Now, guess what I can be? I can be better prepared. See, that's what you do for the future. You prepare yourself. You're doing things today so tomorrow can be better. And sometimes we forget about that. We don't better our tomorrow because we're doing nothing today. We just worried about ourselves. Self is selfish. You only saying selfish, but we're not even doing it in a positive way. We're doing it in a very negative way. We're worrying about ourselves. But you got to think, if a child is born right now, you only thinking about yourself, you don't know how to think about another person. You're going to start learning how to think about a person. That's cool. But why not now? I don't have children. Why not now? Why not now should I not understand what it's going to take to have a child? Why not preparing myself? And I'm glad I didn't have a baby at a young age. That's not a diss to anybody. Any person had a baby at a young age. But you got to learn a different way. We all, and that's the thing. That is so agreeable on. That's honest. We all learn a different way. We all mature at a different age. And maturity has nothing to do with me having a six-figure salary or a degree. We keep forgetting none of these things matter. As we say, I have money. I can't die. When I die on my grave, it's not going to say, on this grave, Mr. Williams, Otha Williams Jr. had 9 degrees. He did carpentry or whatever. It's going to be in the love of memory of what people remember me by. That has nothing to do what I did in my life towards other people. And then for myself, when they walk in my home, I don't have to hide anything. There's nothing in my home that I have to hide to anyone. Nothing. They're gonna say, "Oh, this is the count." They're gonna take out my book, and I got all these notes, all these like, "Oh, this is how we thought." See, we never listened to him, and that's another thing we don't do. We don't listen to each other. It's so much that we don't. I don't have to make. I wrote a book before, and I didn't even realize I wrote a book. And I'm gonna go over each section little by little about all the things that we forgot. We act like we came out the womb the way we are today. We act like the way we are, there was no change. And I want to, before I end this, the Tyler Perry movie, Madea Goes to Jail. I don't care about the propaganda that he's showing about being gay and wearing a woman dress. But the one Luke Derrick that played in that movie and Keisha Knight Pulliam, And I don't know the lady. I thought it was Paula Patton, but it wasn't Paula Patton. She looked like her. It might be her because Paula Patton do look kind of young. They both all came from the same type of neighbor and surrounding. But what Luke Derrick, because I don't remember their names in the movie. Luke Derrick had witnessed an event what Keisha Knight Pullo went through. He know that event led up to his life, to her life. And his woman he was with, she was less understanding, but she always was given certain things to her. A lot of people, as a African native descent man, when I walk out of my door, I am not treated the same as other race men because the only knowledge they have of is only what you've been around. That's your surroundings. So his girlfriend, Derek Luke girlfriend, not Keisha Knight Pulliam, the other lady, she was so hard on him why he's helping her. And she said she made a statement in the movie. She said they all had the same opportunity and chances. And I was just thinking, did we? I know my mother cooked 3 meals a day. All the guys I hung out with, their mother didn't cook 3 meals a day. And this is not she was going, oh, now you being sympathetic. No, he just did not forget who he was. He did not forget where he came from. Just because he left, that don't mean he was going to shun people out. And that's what we're doing. We allowing the people that hurt us to shun other people out, hang out with them, but we are in a false state of security. We in so much right now that we don't even realize we are working against each other. We are working against who we are, and then our spirit and soul, we are working against it. Because, and another thing I want to leave off, remember who you are. A lot of people forget who they are when money just show you who you are. Things you have show you who you are. But I don't care if you make $1 billion and you lose it. That don't make you a failure. That means you have lack of the inability of knowledge that you should have had to understand what you're supposed to do with the money. So I say you have a good day, enjoy your day. As you see, I took a picture. It's snowing outside. You be your best you. Love yourself. Stop doing a lot of things that the world is telling you to do, because the world within itself, the world is all jacked up. So if you want to look at the world, you love being jacked up. You want to be messed up, look at the world. But if you want to know truth, start thinking about you again, thinking about what you love, what you enjoy, your hobbies, and things you want to do in your life. And push all the other stuff aside. If you got to leave YouTube alone for a while, leave YouTube. You got to leave Instagram alone, get off Twitter. And this is for my women real quick. I remember back then you was lively and lovely. See, you had on those shorts, but you still looked sexy. But now you walking around half naked. Then you asking people, do you like me? I say, maybe. But I remember what the things you used to do, huh? You used to speak truth and used to not do that, right? But now look at you, your eyes and your soul, you change. Your eyes got darker, now you getting below. Keep your head up high. Keep your eye in sight. Your focus, your purpose, mission, and position. That's what you work for. Salute. That's the pride of life. And we got to get back to who we are again. We got to get back, and good morning, Mr. Derek, to who we are again. Stop letting the outside noise, stop loud. I don't have all the correct words to say sometimes, but I hope you get my messages when you hear them. Stop allowing it. That's not important right now. If that don't edify you, and that don't help you, put it like this, if it don't help your spirit or soul, let alone help your heart or your mind, why you are so indulged in that? Why is that influence you so much? You don't do that. Why? And I had to stop myself. So now for my YouTube, my only social media, I have to start saying I don't like this video. I have to don't follow this person no more. I have to not, like now, then in my real life, I gotta not have these friends, these people around me no more. Let me get stronger in that area. And I found out I wasn't that strong. So I gotta stop doing those things. You gotta keep the things away that's gonna not get me back into the curses, the trances, the incantations, and the spells that they put on us, the iniquity before us, the errors of their ways. It's not our errors. It's not our fault. And I want to leave you with this one more saying. I know I said I was done. Where's it at? It was a saying about errors. Eros was made before we should not have lived with. There are eras. That era, that time, that frame it was in, that's what happened then. So why are we living in those eras? You gotta ask yourself that. That's a question you need to ask yourself. You don't have to live like that. What your mother and father done, that's what they did. It's time for you to live your life. It's time for you to be greater, better, as we always say. And I want you to be great. And I also say shalom, nothing missing, nothing broken. You are the greatest person. You are the $1,000,000 dream. You are great. You are beautiful, and love yourself because you are loved. You is love. You is. Start putting you in it. If that's negative, if you like being negative, keep that negative in your life. But if you don't, and if you really want to change, make that change. Only you can do it. Shalom.